The death toll continues to climb in Gaza as Israel continues to bomb the Strip, while Israelis take to the streets to demand the return of the hostages. An Israeli airstrike on Damascus has killed at least 5 people after destroying a building used by Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps.
The US Navy has launched more airstrikes on Houthi targets in Yemen after the group continues to attack shipping.
As Israeli rockets continue to rain down on Gaza, the Palestinian Health Ministry reported 165 people were killed and 280 wounded in the 24-hour period. The authorities in the enclave say Israel's offensive has killed nearly 25,000 Palestinians so far, most of them women and children. On Saturday, the Israeli army released footage claiming it showed their troops operating in the city of Khan Yunis in the Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, in Caesarea, dozens of protesters rallied in front of the Prime Minister's home to demand the return of Israeli hostages held in Gaza. They had been gathered since Friday to demand the government secure their loved ones' release. However, the military forced them back. This comes as Prime Minister Netanyahu took to social media, saying he would not, quote, compromise on full Israeli control over the Strip, and that it was, quote, contrary to a Palestinian state. Iran has confirmed the death of a Revolutionary Guard commander and his deputy following an Israeli strike on Damascus. According to local media, the men were members of the Guard's expeditionary Quds force. The airstrike on the Syrian capital targeted a building that was regularly used by the group. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said at least 5 people were killed in the missile attack, which struck while officials from groups backed by Iran were reportedly holding a meeting. The strike comes as tensions in the region are widening as Israel continues its assault on Gaza. Its relentless bombing campaign has killed nearly 25,000 Palestinians, according to the health authorities there. Over the past few weeks, Israel has been trading rocket fire with Syria and Lebanon along their shared borders, and that's fueling fears that the conflict could spread.
Iran says this rocket launched a satellite into its highest orbit yet on Saturday. If true, it'll raise Western concerns that the technology for Iran's ballistic missiles have also been improved. Almost at the same time, Israel was carrying out an airstrike on senior Iranian commanders meeting in the Syrian capital, Damascus. The United States has previously said that Iran's satellite launches defy a UN Security Council resolution. It's called on Tehran not to develop its nuclear-capable missiles any further.
The US Navy says it launched new airstrikes against Houthi targets in Yemen late on Friday. It said it destroyed 3 anti-ship missile positions which were preparing to fire. It was the 6th barrage against the Iranian-backed group by the US and allies in the Red Sea. Earlier on Friday, the Houthis claimed to have hit a US-owned tanker, but the US denied their claims. On Thursday, President Joe Biden acknowledged that the strikes haven't yet stopped the Houthis attacking merchant shipping. They've been occurring almost daily, forcing shipping to take the longer route around Africa. The Houthis insist that they only attack ships, quote, linked to Israel, although it's clear they are targeting others too. On Friday, Houthi leaders told Russian media that all other vessels, including Russian and Chinese, would not be targeted. The SpaceX Flight Axiom Mission 3 docked at the International Space Station on Saturday. Italian, Swedish and Turkish astronauts were on board. The Falcon rocket blasted off from NASA's Kennedy Space Center late afternoon on Thursday. The 3 men on board will spend 2 weeks conducting experiments and collecting data on both human physiology and technological advances. It's costing each of the 3 countries around €50 million or more and is the 3rd such journey organized by the company.